right, what is going on, guys? Bubbles back again, coming at you with the should you summon on the poll selection. Now, obviously, the poll selection is going to be the top voted characters that are seasonal and premium pool. There's no collab characters, so no 1,000-Year Blood War, because K-Lab likes to collab with themselves. They're literally just, I never understood that. I feel like it's like Sneeko watching his girlfriend get plowed from behind while he's just sitting on the bed. You know what I'm saying? It's like, wow, this is a collab. You know, it's not a collab. You're literally just playing with yourself at that point. So when it comes to poll selection, I really do kind of wish that K-Lab found a way to add 1,000-Year Blood War, Camp for Your Own World, Spirits Are Forever With You, however you want to put it, so that people can vote for characters that they might actually want, as opposed to voting for characters that are like, guess I'll vote for that. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like Sunson, I feel like Sunson, Mila Rose, and Byakuya are kind of like that. Like, don't get me wrong, they have use, right? Like, they're helpful for farming, but they're very much like, would you really have voted them over 1,000-Year Blood War Speed Retsu? No. So I kind of wish that K-Lab took a little more inspiration from that, maybe gave like 1,000-Year Blood War poll selection. I feel like something like that would be freaking awesome. But either way, neither here nor there. Keep in mind, this banner does come out on the 22nd, which means it comes out tonight. In 2 days, we're going to get the announcement for the end of the year, 1,000-Year Blood War Ichigo. We should be getting an announcement for December 24th. Yeah. Okay, so anyways, December 24th, wait for the 1,000-Year Blood War Bankai live stream. We should get the announcement. We should get gameplay for the newer characters. Should be a 3-character banner. And then on top of that, this banner is going on until the 6th. There is no way someone can convince me, in my opinion, that impulse summoning on this banner immediately, instead of waiting 2 days, like less than 2 days for the announcement for 1,000-Year Blood War end of the year, is a good idea. It's literally just 2 days. You've waited 2 days to summon for this. You could wait you've waited all year to summon on this banner, bro. You can wait 2 more days. Okay, so just keep that in mind. End of the year, 1,000-Year Blood War coming through. And yeah, obviously this banner, the highlights are going to be 8th anniversary White and Ichigo in terms of strength, but there's a lot of value in this banner. If you care about Brave Battles, honestly, Ishin will carry relatively hard. Personally, I don't care about Brave Battles. I stay in 8th, 7th, or 6th seat. Once Extreme Co-op comes out, I don't even care about Brave Battles. I forget about it. I drop to 8th seat, and then I push to 7th, and then I stay in 7th/6th seat for the remainder until Extreme Co-op comes out. That's pretty much how I do it. I don't really see the value here of like, just, I don't know. It's not really PvP, right? Brave Battles is literally just AI versus AI, and hopefully, like, since you can manipulate your team, you're not really beating. Back in the day, it was cool. Like, it's like you beat your friend, you screenshot it, you show your friend like how much of a piece of shit their team is. But nowadays, it's just like K-Lab has like invincibility, so it's like, who gives a fuck? I don't know. It's kind of weird, but I mean, it is what it is. Going into Sunson, we do have the Link Slot Potions +5 as a soul trait. I think that she's good as a playable character, but her highlight is going to be the soul potion, the soul trait, because honestly, like, you can run a character like, where's Rengoku? Because I know that you're here. Yeah, like, for example, Sunson is a heart unit, Mind Link Slot Potions, but you could link her to this Rengoku, and now you have access to Mind Droplet Drop 30%, Mind Link Slot Potions +10, and then Super Mind Link Slot Potions +5. If I link this Rengoku to this Sunson, I'm only getting 5 potions. So even though I think that Sunson is a great character, if she's your only way to farm potions, cool, definitely 100%, like, go for it. Like, she's not a bad character. Actually, I think she's actually really good. I actually looked at her kit and I'm like, you see how it's highlighted? I'm like, you have a 3,000 link beam. Why do I remember you not being all that great? And it's literally just because since she has that soul trait, it kind of hampers her a bit. So you have the soul trait, 3k length beam, 750 AoE distant. This one's not too crazy. It's a vacuum explosion, just standard good character. Then you have the third strong attack, which is a charged third strong. Is this a charged? Yeah, it looks like it's a charged third strong attack. 900 to 1080. Am I tripping? Is this like a vacuum explosion or something? Similarity. Who's your third strong attack? Ah, it's a vacuum explosion. Okay, not really all that great, but the first strong attack is really good, and honestly, that's usually what matters the most. Like, if you go into her skills, right, full stamina only, increased strong attack damage 40%, berserker 40%, full stamina damage boost, frenzy +1, melee damage +30%. Because let's be real here, you're going to be using her in co-op. In single player, you're better off just autoing, in which case you're going to use her as a link, or she's just going to be a side unit in the party, or I guess you could play with her, but like, but it is what it is. Either way, she deals really good damage. She has medic, you have the havoc, you have the strong attack recharge built into the character. I think that she's just an overall really good value character, and I regret not working on her now because I didn't realize that she was actually that good. I was just using her as a soul train, which is unfortunate. Next, we have the real prize when it comes to farming for heart, because like you have Sunson, but then you have Rangaku, super potions, droplets. Then you have the guard break and pierce iron skin, followed up with damage to enemies not afflicted by an ailment +100%. That is essentially frenzy +3 levels of damage. Then you take into account the berserker 60%. This character hits like a fucking truck, and she's very good. You have coin drop +70%. Her kit, I don't remember being all that crazy. AoE distance 750 AoE distance, not too crazy. 3k link beam for second strong attack. Personally, I like this as a first strong attack. My boy Leno was calling it trash for it being a second strong attack. Personally, I don't think it's that bad, but I do think that it does hamper the kit a little bit. The fact that the width is still 1020, in my opinion, makes it a still very good second strong attack. Just not when you compare it to like a 960 AoE distant, but you know, like it is what it is. That's neither here nor there. Third strong attack, standard full screen. Like she's just not a, she just has a good kit. She's not a bad character, and she helps farm heavy because you have potions, droplets, and coins. That's insane. Followed with the insane damage multiplier. She's just awesome. Next, you have Mila Rose. Abirochu, the only use for this character really is this +30% in co-op quests, power link stop potions +10. I would only use this character in co-op IZ. I wouldn't take her into IT. I wouldn't take her into epic grades. And the reason for that is just there's just better options. Like, personally, why would I use Mila Rose instead of Tensa Zangetsu? Because then I get super potions, droplets, and then potions. You sacrifice a bit of regular potions, but in my opinion, it's worth the drawback is worth it, just because I feel like Tensa just has a crazier kit, and unless you're farming IZ in particular, I'm not overly worried about my potion income, if that makes sense, especially since Caleb kind of upped the rates a bit. Next, we have Byakuya. Abirochu, the only use I see for this character is probably epic grades, in which case I think he does very well. My only issue is that he is a squad 0 killer, so I wish that he had Arankar, Soul Reaper, or Hollow, since those are commonly used, and then he'd have a little bit more variety whenever another epic grade comes in. That being said, he does have a lot going on with his skills. You have increased strong attack damage 40%. What's your first strong attack? It is melee collision, right? Yes. Okay, good. Thank God. I was about to call him doo-doo. Increased strong attack damage 40%, full stamina. This is a straight up 40% increase to your strong attacks. That sounds it's like obviously duh, but the thing is, you have Berserker 40%, which is increased strong attack damage 40%. Then you'll rock like a lieutenant's badge for an extra. But this increased strong attack damage is not the same as Berserker. And that's very important to note, because this is just a straight up 40% damage on top. And the reason that's important is, like, say a character has Berserker 40%, an extra Berserker 40%, and then Frenzy. The calculation would be the initial hit times 2 for Frenzy times 1.8 for increased strong attack damage 80%. And that would give you a total damage bonus of like 360% of your normal damage. But with the way that this lines up, you have the Frenzy hits, you have the Berserker, then you have the increased strong attack damage 40% when you're at full stamina, so that's another multiplier. And you'll see here that the difference is literally, quote unquote, 30, it looks like a 32% damage increase. And that scales well, considering that you can use a lieutenant's badge to get an extra 20%. You can get full stamina damage boost, which is another multiplier. You have team party mind attribute soul reaper strong attack damage. So like all this scales well with another number getting multiplied in. So even though this character hits hard, my issue with this character is just that he doesn't have havoc, and he mainly is farming potions and droplets, which means he's going to be kind of isolated to content like Senkaimon or content like Epic Raids, in which I think that in Epic Raids he should be insane because he has multi-barrier +2. You have a melee collision kit, and then you have the heal and multi-barrier. Like, heal multi-barrier is nuts because that means that you could potentially get your characters that are your allies back to full stamina damage, and on top of that, they can risk taking hits. The fact that you can risk getting, like, they can risk now their NAD characters to keep doing melee damage as long as the enemy isn't doing an ultimate purple move. The fact that they can stay still and just NAD down during red AoEs, they can't lose full stamina, is awesome. Right. Sorry, my coughs can tend to give me a headache. It's been really bad. I probably shouldn't be recording, but whatever, it is what it is. Next, we have Ruruka. Honestly, I remember this character being not so good, but I keep mixing her up with her Machine Society Red Ruruka, and I keep thinking that she's a NAD character, but she's not. So going into it, the revive mechanic on her special move I think is freaking awesome. She is the technique Link Stop Potions +10 character, but unlike Mila Rose, this character has medic. She has a team heal on her 3rd strong attack, and on top of that she has full stamina only strong attack damage 40% like Byakuya. She has havoc unlike Byakuya, which is awesome, and on top of all that she has full stamina only reduced strong attack cooldown 6%. I'll be real with you, I would probably still only use her in content like IZ, but she is overall just a pretty damn good character. You have the 40% magnification pushback for strong attack. You have the vacuum, I think this is a vacuum explosion. No, this is a vacuum pushback. So it'll vacuum up, push back the enemy, and then 3rd strong attack is gonna be an I think this is a charge. Yeah, this is a charge 3rd strong attack heal, which means that you can heal up to 40% of your allies, and then she has damage inflicted at full stamina 30% as a soul trait. A good soul trait, good Link Stop Potion gain. The fact that she has damage inflicted at full stamina 30%, in my opinion, gives her a little bit more versatility than Mila Rose, because she also has like the heal mechanic and it's a charge attack. Like, I like Mila Rose. My only issue with her is that she's more of just damage on damage on damage, and once you can one shot with a strong attack, because IZ is not hard content at all, utility becomes significantly more important, which is why like characters like Byakuya, despite not having havoc in epic raids, will excel, because once like everyone's dealing massive damage anyways, him not having more range in content that he specializes in, which is like epic raids, he can just provide a lot of utility, a lot of safety, which means faster runs. I wouldn't run like 2 or 3 of these Byakuyas, like 1 isn't more than enough, but having 1 Byakuya is the difference between like a 20-second run versus like a 30-second run, because people are dodging and trying not to get hit. If you can just prevent damage, it's good. Next we have Orihime. Honestly, I keep thinking that she's a NAD character because I never pulled this character. I personally will be going 6 steps on this banner because of this Orihime, and I'm missing this Ichigo, but I'm coping, okay? I don't need this Ichigo, but I'm coping so fucking hard because it's Ichigo. Yeah, it is what it is. White, honestly, white would be a consolation prize for me. I hope I get white. Either way, Orihime, she has the boost, she has multi-barrier, and what makes her insane is she has shared complete status immunity, which goes to your entire squad, but that's not all. Next, going into the soul trait, you'll see here she has full stamina to reduce strong attack cooldown 6%. The fact that she has the booster skill, the fact that she has multi-barrier, means that you're getting a stronger boost, you're getting protection to your whole team, and with her strong attack recharge 18%, and then stacking strong attack recharge on her, you can essentially have, let's see what it is. It's like 18% plus 12. Even if you don't use strong attack recharge 14% links, which means that you can opt for strong attack recharge 12%, strong attack damage 16%, or full stamina damage boost 16%, you can opt for those options and still have a permanent boost to your entire team. That is why I like this Orihime more than I like the Christmas Nell, even though I like Christmas Nell's tits a lot more. it is what it is. Like, the shared complete status immunity means that you don't have to settle for using a character that's completely immune, but deals a bit less damage than, say, your main unit. Like, I use what? Is it Tosh? I forget who I use. I know that I use like I think I use like melee Retsu, but I have to dodge like a moron. It's probably not Retsu. I have no idea. Sometimes I'm using a character that doesn't have immunity, and I'm dodging. I'm trying to dodge and weave, dodge and weave. I look like Floyd Mayweather versus Mike Tyson in his prime. It's just I'm just trying to be a little intricate, a little more than I probably should. But either way, the fact that shared complete status immunity on this character is really good. Next, Okora. This character is kind of just like Renewed Ichigo. These characters are just insanely strong, and even though they don't provide really utility, the fact that this character has an Espada killer and this character has a human killer means that these characters can be useful in content like Guild Quest as well. And this Ichigo is actually, I believe, one of the characters that I use to dodge and weave, because I have nobody better, bro. It is what it is, bro. It sucks. But yeah, I hope to get... I'm not gonna lie, I hope I get lucky. The poll selection banner is not a bad banner. You have White Ichigo, fucking Frenzy +3 Ichigo. You have Ichigo Kurosaki here with Frenzy +2 increased status element chance 10%, with spiritual pressure boost 80%, and I'm losing my voice. Oops. Spiritual pressure boost over here, complete status immunity, which is good. Speed attribute damage to status element effect enemies 40%. So when you proc the burn, you're dealing significantly more damage with your strong attacks, but not just that. That goes to your squad. So if you're running another speed attribute or Rankar, realistically, it doesn't really happen that often in content like Guild Quest, but when that goes off, like, you're dealing so much more damage. Going into the Renewed Ichigo, Frenzy +2, Disabler, Disabler against all speed enemies, status element spiritual pressure boost 80%. That alone is just crazy, but then they gave him Berserker 40%. Technique attribute strong attack recharge 20% between waves. This is not this does not stack with strong attack recharge minus 12%. It's literally just all your cooldowns get reduced by 20%, which is good. Then you have team party character strong attack damage 20% on top of everything. So this character has a lot of damage multipliers, not to mention the innate skills, damage inflicted at full stamp 20%, sprinter +2, and havoc 20%. The fact that this character can be given spiritual pressure and focus at 1 out of 5 to get a 5 out of 5 characters like types of damage is just insane. And I really like the character. Even though his kit isn't really OP, the fact that his skills mesh well with each other, I actually enjoy this character despite the 18%. You guys have seen if you've been watching me for a long time, you know I don't like this 18% magnification. I will literally kill a character in terms of my usefulness by I will live and die by this 18% magnification. If they got it, bro, drop. But the fact that this character has so much going on for him in terms of just damage multipliers, this strong attack hits like a normal first strong attack, but his second and third, which is a 3000 length beam and a full screen, just hits so hard that it just makes life a lot easier in harder content. Realistically, in content like IT, IZ, like that kind of like the easy stuff, I don't really see myself using this character just because there are other characters that help farm faster, and I'd rather do a ×5 run with a weaker character for a slower clear time, but significantly more resource gain. So yeah, that's where I stand on this Ichigo. I personally love him. It is what it is. Next, 1,000 Year Blood, dude, the fact that they got 1,000 Year Blood War for premium pool is crazy. And I kind of wish that they kept it up, but I mean, it is what it is. Going into this character, he does have a lot going on for him. He has Poise Break, which is pretty much... Poise Break is literally just for Limit Breaker quests. Like, they literally gave this character a skill just for Limit Breaker quests so that he would sell a little bit harder. Not that they really needed to, because this character is crazy. You have strong attack recharge of 14%, so you have an enhanced link. When this character gets resurrected after the game dies in the next couple years, in 5 years when he gets resurrected somehow, this character is going to be absolutely nuts. We have Frenzy +3 off rip. You have damage inflicted at full stam 20%. Increased status ailment chance against tech attribute enemies. He has Drain and Weaken, just like Uryu. If you played with Uryu, you already know how much this character is going to heal. Now imagine if Uryu hit 4 times instead of 3, because Uryu has Frenzy +2. Shared complete status immunity, so he's not only immune to status elements, but he'll give it to his squad when he gets inflicted by it. You have Sharpshooter, Havoc 20%, Devastation 60%, Weaken on everything, and then hidden enemies 100%. What are your innate skills? Read all dodge, poise, and then sprinter +1. You have poise too, really, Caleb? Are you serious? Okay. Character's nuts, bro. It's stupid. Frenzy +3 is just actually ridiculous. But hey, it is what it is. Next, we have White. I didn't think I would like White as much as I do. I had him, when I had him at 1 out of 5, I already felt how strong he was with how badly he mutilated IT, despite... Oh wait, never mind. He does have increased status element chance. Okay, I'm tripping. This character demolishes all content where he's used it. Guild Quest, he's my main runner in Guild Quest. He has damage to drain and lacerated enemies 60%. Caleb only nerfed. I'm trying to like highlight both. Whatever. Caleb has only nerfed Weaken, so drain enemies and lacerated enemies will still last a relatively long time in Guild Quest. So you deal double damage to those enemies. If that wasn't enough, this character has Frenzy +2, increased status ailment chance against hard attribute enemies, status ailment spiritual pressure boost 80%, weakened defense for his soul bomb that also has bombardment, mind character special move damage +30%. This character, his soul bomb is so strong that Bad Baby got pregnant as soon as this dude launched it off. It's just wild. And then if you put like a tension tie on him, I'm pretty sure Caitlyn Jenner is gonna get pregnant too. You have Frenzy +2, increased status element chance. How much is like Frenzy +2 times 2, right? Like we've already seen Tensa with Frenzy +1 and then damage to enemies not afflicted by an ailment 100%. But when you have the increased status element chance with the White, so it's Frenzy +2 instead of getting like Frenzy plus like 3 worth of damage, you're getting Frenzy +5 damage worth of damage, I believe. Am I tripping? Hold up. If I do 1 times 3 for Frenzy +2, because it's 3 hits, multiplies by 2. Yeah, it's Frenzy +5 levels worth of damage. Not hits, damage. And that's not even taking into account the spiritual pressure boost, which is like roughly a 70% damage increase. So this character has Frenzy +9 damage worth if he has spiritual pressure boost. You have full stand too, don't you? No? Okay. Oh yeah, you have sprinter +3. This has never been useful to me. I'm not even gonna lie, bro. Like I'll flash that 1, 2, 3 times. I never had to flash that 4 times a day in my life. Unless I was playing Yoruichi, but that's because she doesn't deal damage. Immune to all status, Marauder, bro. Oh, it's stupid, bro. Yeah, so would I recommend summoning on this banner? 100%. But I would say wait for the end of the month banner, which should get announced literally in 3 days from now. Less than 72 hours from now, we'll have the end of the year banner. Just wait. If you have more than like 4,000, 5,000 orbs, pop your 6 steps on this. You probably won't regret it. You might. You know, like if you do 6 steps and you only pull Byakuya, you'll probably feel fucking bad about yourself. But there are plenty of people to talk to, like your mom and dad, that love you, that'll keep you from making stupid decisions. Anyways, I'm gonna leave it at that. You guys grind. I'll catch up. I'm gonna stay blessed. Like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Have a great day. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.